I don't have time to create reels. They take too long. I can never find the music. I don't even know how to do it. I know, I get it. I have been there, and I also get this question a lot. Today I'm going to be answering that question. How do you batch a bunch of reels in 30 minutes? Well, I'm going to walk you through my step-by-step process. Make sure you hang out till the end because I am going to share with you my super secret way to take the watermark off your reel so that you can repost it to TikTok. I know, it's going to be so good. My name is Michelle Gifford. I'm a brand strategist, and I help you build your brand online so that you can build the business you feel called to create. And Instagram is a really great way to build your business and your brand and your authority. And Reels are super amazing for your business because Reels have their own algorithm. When Instagram created Reels, they did it in direct competition with TikTok, right? They not only took the short form video content, they also tried to match the algorithm. Instagram has told us that it has 3 algorithms. One of them is your feed. There's an algorithm that's specific to your feed posts and your story posts. And the main difference there is that it's only people who are following see your feed and your stories. Yes, you can go find someone to see their feed, but your posts are not going to come up for people who don't follow you. Well, that's not true for the Reel algorithm. The Reels algorithm is actually pretty cool because it puts your content in front of people who do not follow you. So Instagram is trying to figure out what kind of content you create, and then they also are trying to figure out what content your people would like to see. And so let's say we have Sally over here, and she is trying to build a business. She's been watching all of this information. She's watching reels on how to make reels. And Instagram says, oh, Michelle does that. That's what this reel is about. Maybe Sally will like Michelle's reel. So even though Sally doesn't follow me, Instagram will put my reel in front of Sally. What that means is that our content is being put in front of people who don't follow us, and that means potential followers, right? People who could follow us. And so that's why reels are one of the best ways to grow on Instagram. But you're right, it can take a long time to create reels, but it doesn't have to. This is the first step. Anytime I'm on Instagram, if I see something I like, a reel and audio I like, I will save it. This is important because what this is gonna do is create this bank of reels and reels audio that you can use. Now let's walk through 3 ways that you can find different trending reels, okay? So the first one is you're gonna go to your explore feed, and then at the bottom you'll see the reel tab. You're gonna click there, and you'll notice that the reel that just came up, there's a little arrow right by the sound. That arrow means that that audio is trending. This is a good place to go because Instagram is telling you, this is a good audio, people are using it, why don't you use it too? So there's step number 1. Number 2 is you can go and create a reel, and here you'll be, and you're gonna click on audio. Now when you do that, you're gonna see a bunch of music that comes up that are for you. It says that for you. Well, you can see right next to it says see more. When you click there, you will see all the audio, but you'll also see how many reels have been made with each of those audios. That's a big deal. So you can see if there's only like right here, Soulful Strut, that's only 7,000 compared to Good Idea, which is 48,000. And then you'll see like Honey Pie has 525,000. Now, I probably wouldn't go do that Honey Pie one. I know what that song is, and I know that it's been around a lot and people have used it a ton. So maybe I'm not going to use that one, but these other ones like Steven Universe that have been used quite a bit but not overly done, I will use. And the third way that you can find trending reels is to follow me on Instagram. Every Wednesday, I am going to give you my 5 or so trending reels for the week, and I save them in my highlight bubble right here. So that's a good place for you to start. So you found your audio, you saved the audio. What's the next step? So when I'm ready to record, that means that I have my makeup on, my hair's done, right? Like I'm here and I'm ready, and it's a good day to record. I've got good lighting. Then I'm going to open my saved reels, okay? Now this makes it very easy for me to go back and to say, oh, here is one that I want to recreate. So I can click here, I can look at the audio, I can see what I'm going to need to do to recreate it. Am I going to need to be in different outfits? Am I going to just need to lip sync the audio? What am I going to do? As I'm looking at these reels, I'm going to try and see how I can make this my own. We're not copying anyone, we're just using someone's audio. And the way to do this is I think about what is this audio trying to do? What is the message it's trying to convey? And then I know what my core messages are, right? Women in business, mom in business, reels, those are kind of some things that I talk about on Instagram. So how can those specific topics, how can they relate to the reel? I will go through all of my reels and create the audio for them and try to think about in my mind how this can translate to something like me. So let's do one for example. Okay, so it's time to erase. And then she goes through different things that she wants to get rid of. So for me personally, I could think of some limiting beliefs that we are not going to deal with anymore, right? I don't have enough time to create a reel. This reel's already been done. I don't even know how to find trending audio. I don't have time, whatever, okay? So then I could do that and say, no, actually, it's very easy. I can show you how in this YouTube video. So that would be an example for me. What about you? Maybe you are a plant shop owner and one of the beliefs that you're getting rid of, that you're really tackling is, I can't keep plants alive. And it's like, no, you need to learn how. You need the right soil. You need to know the sun, the watering. You need these drops or whatever that will make your soil better. So you could go through that. So this would be a very easy one to recreate. Do not overthink this. This does not have to be hard. And just know the more you do it, the easier it will get, okay? Here are a few pro tips as you are trying to do like lip syncing or something like that. Number one is you're going to set your timer. A timer helps you get into place, especially when you are lip syncing words that start right at the timer, like right when you start recording. You need to set the timer and then start speaking when it gets to 1. It counts down 3, 2, 1. When it's on 1 and you can see it, start speaking, because right now Instagram, it's just not quite in sync. It starts recording before it gets to 0. And so that will help you get in sync with what they're saying. Another way to do this is to slow down your recording speed. So I have a video that walks you through how reels work. Go make sure you watch that because it walks you through all the different functions. But one of the functions is that you can slow down the record time so that as it's recording, you hear it speaking in slow motion. When you view it, it actually is in fast motion. But what this does is it helps you, because it's speaking slower, it gives you more time to be in sync with the words. A couple other things you might want to think about is, do you want to be in different outfits? Then people don't know you batched your reels. I don't worry a ton about this. I don't know that many people are paying attention, but if you're a fashion blogger or something like that, yeah, that might be a good idea. And depending on the reel, you might have some transitions that you do need other clothes. And then also when you're choosing a filter, if you do use a filter, I would recommend choosing one that you stick with so that your videos look all the same. That is step number 2. We're going to video as many reels as possible. Okay, we're going to video all at once. We're not going to video and then take time to add words and like text on the screen. We're not going to do that. We are just going to video as many as we can, because here's the thing. If you're a mom like me, there are really not that many times during the day when I'm alone, when it's quiet, when I actually can record. But there are plenty of times throughout the day for me to edit my reel with text or adding a caption. Those can be slipped in here and there when I'm waiting in the car to pick up kids and all that, right? That can be done later when it doesn't matter like how I look. It doesn't matter like if I come on and then I leave, right? I can do that all at once. So I like to video as many things as I can at once. And then I will move on to step number 3. When I'm done with those videos, then step number 3 is where we add text to the video, and then we also edit if we need to do anything. And the key here is, again, this is just going to save you a lot of time, because really it's the recording that takes the most effort. Maybe the caption takes more time, but recording takes a lot of effort for you to be on, and that is hard to do when your kids are interrupting. I know. It's happened to me. The 4th step is going to be to add your caption and hashtags. Instagram has told us that they want hashtags in the caption, not in a comment. So make sure that your hashtags are there as well. The 5th step before you post is you're going to create a bunch of graphics that you can have as your cover image for your reels. Now, depending on what your feed looks like, you might want cover photos or you might not. I recently have decided to, because I'm going to show you what my feed looked like last week even. I was not consistent in creating cover photos for my reels, and it just kind of shows up in my feed. It kind of looks a little bit messy. It's fine. It's totally fine. But if you'll notice, as I have created more cover photos for my reels, my feed looks just a lot better. And so I'm doing that right now. I think it's a good practice. So the 5th step in your batching process is going to be creating those cover photos. And how you do that, if you go to your reels, if you click on a reel that you're ready to post, you click the cover right there. Then you can do add from camera roll. We'll just add this one and make sure it's uploaded before you do done. Okay, from here, this is a bonus tip, is you're going to do crop profile image, and you'll be able to reposition that cover photo so that it looks like you want to in your feed. Otherwise, it just picks kind of more of what it thinks it should be. But I want it to be like this because this is what's going to look in my feed. And then you can click done, and that's how it will show up on your feed. And you can see that here. All right, once you have all those steps in place, you are ready to post and publish. I do recommend paying attention to the times that you're publishing reels. I've noticed that when I publish reels at night, they get a lot more traction because that's what my audience is winding down. And so start paying attention to the times that you're posting your reels and paying attention to what kind of engagement and views you're getting, and see if your time is making a difference. After I post my reel, I always post it directly to my stories. And the reason why I do that is that your story views counts. If someone watches my reel in my stories, then it counts towards the overall number of people who have watched the reel. So repost that reel to your stories so that you can get the maximum number that you can. Now, lastly, what do we do with our reels that we can make them stretch further? You know that I'm all about making one piece of content work as much for us as we can. So how do we repost it to TikTok without the watermark? Because we can post it over there with the watermark. It's just better if you create or have content for each platform. So I will go to this reel, and I will go to the 3 dots up at the top, and it says copy link. Okay, so you're going to click there. Then you're going to come over to snapinsta.app, and then you will paste that URL right here, and then you'll hit download. Now this is going to be true for a TikTok video as well. You can do snaptik.app, and it'll do the same process. So now it's done that, you can do download video, and from here you download. And now this is in your download folder. If you just want to click the blue arrow up at the top, then you can go to downloads and it'll be right there. And you can click this square with the arrow going up, and we'll do save video. Okay, so now it's in my videos. So then I can go over to my TikTok account and I can add it here. And there it is, and there's no watermark. And so it's as simple as that. So once you create all of these reels over on Instagram, it makes it very easy for you to take them and put them over on TikTok without doing any more work. And that's my goal, right? My goal is to help you work smarter, not harder. So if you're creating a reel, you just as well take it from Instagram and post it to TikTok. Creating reels it's fun, and you can totally do it. I don't want time to be the reason that you don't create a reel. I want you to realize that it can be easy. And I also want you to know that the first time you create a reel, it's hard and it takes a long time and it's clunky and it might not even be your best reel. But the more you create, the better you get. So my charge for you is, number 1, subscribe, because I'm dropping 2 or 3 episodes every week to help you create a better brand and business. And you need to be a part of this. And number 2, go create a reel. Try it. You're going to see some pretty amazing results as you get more and more engagement and more followers from your reels. All right, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.